welcome back. It's episode 30. It's the 30-year-old episode.
Yeah.
It's the grown and sexy episode.
The Dirty 30 episode.
You might see that you've only got two people in the...
man down, goddamn.
We're a man down today, but we do have our Melbourne correspondent on the phone.
On
and
the ground.
Zoom.
Hello.
He's the boots
How
on the
are
ground.
Yeah. How you doing over there, Baddo?
Yeah, good man. Good. What do you call it? It feels kind of weird doing the pod like I was just Dolo Melbourne and then you was just Sydney.
I know.
Stay out of my goddamn way.
Stay the fuck out of my way. Chill, Mr. Rock. Chill.
How you going?
Yeah, good. Just had a nice feed.
I was ready for a nap, actually.
Same.
Gotta get that energy back up there. I'm going good. I was just ready to get into the shits because we got a fuckload of news this week. The floodgates just exploded.
The news gods just wasn't having it today.
I don't know if we're going to be allowed to get this show through.
Yeah, the FCC might shut us down.
Might not make it through the wire. And moving into streaming news. So first piece of news is Roku and HBO Max are trying to reach a deal between them.
Yeah.
So it became even more apparent when HBO or Warner said that next year, every title that they release is going to be hitting that streaming service.
Yep.
Roku right now doesn't have HBO Max.
Not at all.
As an app because they want to charge through Roku for it.
Right.
So both, I think both presidents are playing pretty coy and they're like, we're working out a deal, but nothing's confirmed just yet. So both are looking like holding out for, I think, exclusives, but also that incentive.
Well, it's weird though, because I mean, you've got Apple over there, you've got everyone over there on Roku. Like, just put it together, man.
Exactly.
Who cares if the payment's coming from them? As long as the payment's coming through.
Yeah. I reckon that we'll see something on Roku by like January.
Yeah. Either that or end of the year, just before Wonder Woman hits.
Yeah.
Okay, we're on Roku now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Fuck. With Wonder Woman, they'd be wanting to be on board.
They're probably trying to work out like what's the best way they can maximize their profits if they subscribe directly through them, things like that. Just the percentage value would change. But just get it done, man. Like you don't want to be left out with this stuff because if they're saying that more Amazon Fire boxes and Apple TVs are going to be sold and less Roku now, which means they lose their market share. Well, fucking just do it then.
That's it.
Exactly. We also got more casting for Robert Kirkman's Invincible, you know, the cartoon one, with Stephen Yen.
Yeah. So we got who was cast?
There was a shitload of new cast
members.
members.
Heaps.
Yeah. Zachary Quinto, Clancy Brown, a few other people, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
The cast just keeps growing. I don't know how long the season is, but they're setting it up at Amazon.
But is it like a proper kids show?
No. I think this is a full-on adults cartoon.
Because I'm just thinking like for 24 episodes, if they want to do 24 episodes, they could do it. Like full kids show styles. 24, 22 minutes apiece.
Yeah. That'd be bad.
But if it's going to be like adult.
Yeah. I think this is going to be 8 episodes this first season.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a lot of people for 8 episodes.
Yeah. And that first trailer was fucking violent too. It was great.
Yeah, I'm excited for it, man.
Super excited, man.
Yeah.
I've seen what Netflix did with bloody Castlevania, so this is interesting.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm excited.
The Russos gave an update on The Grey Man and Extraction 2 as well. The Grey Man, they added a cast member, didn't they? Because
can't remember.
I know they confirmed the cast.
Yeah. They confirmed the cast, but they also added like a female cast member as well to it. I just can't remember who it was.
It's in there somewhere.
But on Extraction 2, They said that they're going to explore like the side characters.
Wow.
I know. So they said you could see a movie based on David Harbour's character.
Oh, shit.
But then I was thinking, do I really want to see a movie based on David Harbour's character?
If he's interacting with Hemsworth's character, yes. Yeah. If it's like that buddy takedown movie where they got to go in and then they take down a whole syndicate or whatever it is.
It'd be cool if they did like one-shots, like 60-minute sort of like movies basically or specials.
Yeah.
Where they just like showed like a different character's perspective. Because then they could be doing these extractions up until like their main event, which is like Extraction 2. It's like Hemsworth's return.
Or they just go
Extraction 2.
Jeez.
Electric Boogaloo.
Back in the habit.
Return of the Rake. Return of the
Rake. All right. So we've got Legendary Pictures. They got a little pissed off about, Kong and
they are shitty.
Kong vs. Godzilla and Dune. All right. So basically what happened was Warner is only bankrolling 15% of these movies. Right?
Wow.
Legendary Pictures, who was owned by Warner, but then Warner sold them to Universal for some God knows why.
Yeah.
Decided, hey, we're going to put these out on HBO Max. You guys are paying 85% of the bill. We don't care about that. We're just going to put it out on our fucking streaming service.
Yeah, because they're distributing.
Yeah, even though you might be going out there for deals with Netflix and whatnot with these films. There's a possibility. We're still going to put it out for 31 days.
And that was the case with Kong vs. Godzilla. So Netflix was willing to pay $250 million for that movie.
Yeah.
And then just went, and HBO Max just blocked it.
It's funny that HBO would block it. You know why? Because they would only get 15% of that deal.
It's nuts.
So 15% of $250 million, there you go. The lion's share is coming over here to Universal.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. And Nolan and Denis both had things to say.
I know. Nolan was actually pretty classy about it because he was just like, oh, it's outrageous. How could you ever even think of that? This is short-term money over long-term goals.
Yeah, but he did get a little petty when he said you're putting it out on the worst streaming service. That's petty. That's petty.
Whereas Denis had like some straight shots and he had some like little subs there, right? Because Denis was like straight up, the president of Warner was like, that horse has left the barn, but that horse has left the barn to go to the slaughterhouse.
And you can see
go on.
I was going to say, you say Nolan had the ether, but then fucking Denis had the takeover. Just shots at everyone.
Denis came through with Blueprint 2. That's what he came through.
Yeah, the flutes on him. Unleashed the flutes on him, Denis. But he kind of hinted at if they fuck him over, he's not going to do the sequel to Dune.
Well, he also said that they basically went from like one of the best, most well-known sort of platforms in the world to now just a normal shitty streaming platform.
Yeah.
And he doesn't like that. He was like, actors went to sleep one night and then woke up working for a streaming service.
Oh, man. Is it worth the hubbub for 31 days of exclusivity?
No, not at all. And it's only 31 days in the US. The rest of the world, I get to watch these movies at the movies.
Yeah.
I get to go. I get to get in there. I get to watch it on a massive fucking screen, which I will.
Yeah.
Dune, I have to.
Man.
Yeah.
Especially if that IMAX is open over here. Have to.
I think the biggest thing is that we can't really say anything until it happens as well, because we don't know what the ratio is going to be like of people watching from home or attending the cinema.
Yeah.
Like it might be as simple as more people go to the cinema than they do the movies because like us, like big cinephiles. So we want to actually go fucking watch these films in the best way possible.
That's right.
Might have people. Yeah.
Well, it's weird.
Date night, man.
Yeah, it's weird because it's just for the US that it's releasing, right? Everywhere else on the planet where there's HBO Max is not getting it.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
It's just the US. So it's only that market that they're excluding from their theatrical runs. Everywhere else will get a massive 2-3 month theatrical run.
Yeah.
They'll still pick up their money from China. They'll still pick up their money from everywhere.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It's all the international territories, which grosses a lot more for Warner's.
That's the main.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the main. I mean, you can rely on Australia to give you a nice $8 million. Like, take it.
Yeah.
One weekend, $8 million. There you go.
Yeah. But it's the other areas, like, let's say the UK, that won't have as big like a box office taking because they're getting like a third wave now as well.
They're still in the midst of the pandemic.
Yeah.
Which is why HBO is also working on getting that app out internationally.
Yeah. But at the same time, they need to do what Disney did, man. Have a premiere service.
Yep. Yeah, that'll make sense.
Mm-hmm.
That'll make sense. I'm not mad at all at the flexibility of it. Like if I was in the US and cinemas were either shut down or I couldn't get tickets, so like it was just hard to go out and extremely risky to go out. This is the best option for me because I want to see the movies.
That's it.
As well as like I can control the environment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm comfortable in my own home. Like I will, like there's no dickheads that's going to pull out a phone.
Yeah, that's true. Which is why we always sit in front of everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe Mangienello also talked about Affleck's Batman, his version.
Sounds unbelievable.
So he was basically gearing up for a really dark, gritty take on Batman, which sounds like every other Batman movie ever made.
Oh, that's what they say about every other Batman movie ever made. They say it. We're going for this, and they'll touch on dark and gritty and more grounded and all this other bullshit.
Yeah.
They never do it.
Yeah.
Nolan's TDK is as close as it gets.
Actual TDK?
Actual TDK. Not TDKR or anything else after that. TDK is as close as it gets to a dark, gritty, but it's not Batman.
Yeah.
It's a dark, gritty crime story. It's not Batman, though.
Yep. But he was going to play like a pivotal role as the villain as well.
This sounds amazing.
So Mangienello was saying that his villain would have basically killed or hurt everyone around Bruce to make him almost self-destruct.
Yeah.
And in that sort of, he was doing that because Batman had hurt him in some way.
Yeah, he had thought that he hurt him in some way. But the way that he said that he attributed that script to what Fincher did in the game got me excited.
That would have been nuts.
That would have been unreal.
Because it would have been this continual chase.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah. And you wouldn't see, he would just pop in like an actual villain. He would just pop in out of nowhere and just do whatever he does.
So everything kind of would have been orchestrated until Batman kind of figured shit out.
Yeah.
And that would have been cool, his detective work on the run and on the move.
But in theory, this would be that Batman movie where he stays Batman all the time. He wouldn't have a chance to go back and be Bruce Wayne and all that stuff. It's literally Batman from start to finish.
See, I like that. I like especially with the game, and I know a lot of the other podcasters out there did not enjoy the game. But
fuck is wrong with you? I'll give you a 100-hit combo right now, check it. Jeez.
But like he breaks down throughout that night.
Yeah.
Like you see him, and I'd like to see Batman do that where he kind of like he goes from like polished and everything, to actually like broken down. His suit's ripped. He's growing stubble on his face. Like
he's not always fresh though. Like he's not always fresh.
Yeah,
Batman. Like you always see him in the movies. You see him come back, get fresh, go back, go out. Come back, get fresh, go out. Like it doesn't work like that sometimes.
Yeah. To catch him, like before he had to go shower. Him. Yeah. Fuck, that was the best teaser trailer ever. Man. Fuck, that got you excited. The Face Off trailer. when he's like, it's Travolta, and then he's talking about him, and then the camera pans around, and then like he like moves his hair like that.
And you see him put his hand through his hair.
And then it's just Cage. I must become him. Dun, 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 dun,
Pretty cool.
dun.
When you said, like, catch him before he takes his shower, can you imagine Batman in full bat suit trying to take a shit and then something goes down and has to hold it in and then pull his pants back up?
That's why I'm so angry.
Do you reckon like the crotch just removes completely? Like, those basketball pants where they just rip them off?
That's fucked. The rip away.
Chippendale's pants.
Bernthal's also talking about developing a new show for Amazon as well. So this one's called The Bottoms, and it's based in Louisiana.
Yeah.
During the early 1900s. And it's all like the sort of the underworld basically dealing with each other and trying to sort of get a step up in the world.
Yep.
But it's his passion project.
Mm-hmm.
So he's actually writing this one too.
Yeah.
And possibly could star.
I hope he does star. I need more Bernthal.
Yeah, you always need more Bernthal.
Just going back
Bernthal
to
eats up screen, man.
fucking badly.
Yeah.
Badly. We're going to see it. We're going to see it with Many Saints in Newark. You're going to see it. Like, it's just going to be a Bernthal, like,
You reckon,
he's going to kill it.
you reckon Bernthal steal the show?
Yeah, always. Always steals the show. That's who I remember the most from The Wolf of Wall Street.
Same.
Tell your sister, come back. Going back to Batman just quickly, do you think that this is the Batman story that he's going to develop
In that series?
in that series?
I hope so, man.
Fuck.
I really, really do, because Mangienello was also talking about like Justice League 2 and how that would have focused on the League of
Injustice League.
Injustice. Yeah, the Injustice League. And his part in it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I wonder if they could flesh out that movie and the series and the Justice League 2, like that subplot, all in that series.
Well, I've always wanted to, like, ever since Defenders came out on Netflix, I've always pushed for, I want to see more small screen features which tie into big screen features. So, so instead of having a Defenders show, do like your small screen Daredevil, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, and then Defenders is like a 2-hour movie.
Yeah.
And then just keep moving like that. Just get all like the mini subplot points out the way during your series to get all the main stuff sorted out during the film.
Yeah, do all your character building and then like, fuck, I know this character. I can just go watch the movie now.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Just watch that idea get taken now as well.
Oh, they're doing it now.
Yeah, big time. So for the rest of the show, it's basically going to be the Disney show.
Yeah. Yeah.
Disney on Ice. Just pull out my crack pipe.
Yo, Mr. White.
So Disney's they had their investor call yesterday. And
Quite the call, this old investor call.
And it was
fucking
like,
Jesus.
They call it like the investor call day. And it really was a full day of content. Like, I reckon we could have done a show just on all this content.
I reckon we could have.
So they unveiled a couple of things. So the first
Just
one,
a few.
the first one was internationally, Disney will have a new platform on Disney Plus called Star.
Yep.
And on that platform will be all their adult-oriented content. So everything from the studios like 20th Century Fox and Hollywood Pictures and stuff like that.
Touchstone.
Good old Touchstone.
Good old Touchstone.
Will be available there.
Yeah.
So in the States, domestically, it will be on Hulu.
Yeah. Which it already is there.
Yeah.
Right.
And Hulu will also be the place where they're dropping all original 20th Century Fox content as well. So they'll have like a home.
Yeah. Yeah. I see them doing their Die Hard will drop there and all that sort of stuff. Yeah.
And
like
Predator.
The new Predator. Yeah. Maybe it's a series of Predator. We don't know.
I don't know if I want to see it as a series because, it can sometimes look pretty cheap.
Yeah.
Like they just need 2 hours.
It's Disney though.
Hour 40
Hour 40. Hour 40 is enough.
Yeah.
That's enough.
Sort it out. You know what I mean?
I don't need to know about the Predator and all that. He's the bad guy.
I don't need to see the subtitles for the Predator.
Me neither. I don't even know what they're saying. But yeah, this Star will only be available for international customers. So like us who do not have Hulu over here.
Yeah.
Even though we do. A clown job.
Got him.
Yeah. Like only they will get it. So it's only outside of the US. So it's pretty good for us.
Yeah.
Because we would also get, that means that we would get all those Searchlight Australian pictures as well that'll come out on Star. And I'm hoping that the Dry movie will come out then. Is it like it? That's what was missing, right, from Disney Plus, or at least from that Disney deal. Is like you've got 20th Century Fox Studio, you got Fox Studios over here and everything.
Yeah,
like we need our movies sort of distributed as well. So all those movies, yeah, and most of our movies are like rated R anyway.
Exactly.
We like to swear and fuck. That's
the Aussie way. You want to tell us about the new Pixar, new Disney?
The new heart-wrenching motherfucker. Well, we got Raya and the Last Dragon. So they finally announced that it's going to launch in both cinemas and on Disney Premiere, like Mulan.
Yeah, simultaneously.
Yeah.
So it's funny, this contrast, because now Disney are doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
it's
I don't know if
I reckon it's positive.
Same. I'm not seeing it as a negative, but I'm seeing like these sort of angles. Like, is it only sort of Asian-based material that Disney will drop on like Premiere Plus and forego, if need be, a cinematic release?
You don't think it's going to make money in China, this movie?
Mulan really didn't make money in China.
No, but that's because of Mulan. But this movie is an animated movie.
Yeah.
I reckon this will do well over there.
This will bank.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like they haven't mentioned Black Widow at all.
No. Yeah, we'll talk about it later. But the other news that we had as well on top of this with Pixar is did you guys see the news that Evans is going to voice
Buzz Lightyear?
Yeah. And it's coming out.
No.
Yeah. He's the very first Buzz Lightyear. It's the story. It's his story.
His origin story.
That's fucking fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's different. It's crazy how Disney sort of keeps the same actors and directors around.
Of course.
Emilio Estevez was saying that about Hollywood.
They just keep you in their pocket for when they need you.
He was like, you will find that like you'll work on one movie, and then the next movie you work on will have some of those same players in there because they all kind of play in the same sandboxes. All right.
This is the big streaming news.
Yeah. This is like the Disney blowout.
Yeah.
The Disney douche. So from Lucasfilm, we will get an Ahsoka series.
Fuck yeah.
I thought it was going to be a movie because that would have been mad as well. But this will be an Ahsoka series. They didn't say anything about timeline or anything, but Rosario Dawson returning.
Sexy.
I don't know what she's going to do. Yeah. We're going to get Acolyte, which is like a short, it'll be like the weird stories in the Star Wars universe.
Oh, cool.
So it'll be like mystery thrillers. Yeah. So maybe unsolved mysteries in the Star Wars universe.
Hanging by his neck in his fucking closet.
Rest in peace, Rob Stack.
We're going to get Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yep.
Which is like, we've known it's been on the cards, but now it's official. They even gave it its own little title
card.
Yeah, reveal, where it was like the sands, and then it all just like blows into Obi-Wan Kenobi. Pause. We're going to get Rangers of the New Republic, which could be a Cara Dune starring sort of show as well.
Yeah. But it'd be cool though to see Rangers from different parts of the of the galaxy. Yeah,
even if it's a story from each one. Patty Jenkins came out. I'm not too sure. They didn't confirm if this was Disney Plus, if it was going theatrical. She came out and she does this video, right? And it's her roller skating, and it's actually a real emotional sort of Apple style video.
it was.
Where
It did have that Apple feel to it.
yeah, where she's kind of roller skating. She's talking about her father
Yeah,
and how her father passed, and he was a fighter pilot.
yeah.
He
He passed as he passed as
was KIA.
he was KIA.
Yeah,
That's wild.
yeah. So she said that speed and going fast was the thing that connected her with her father. And in that, like you see her sort of go to the trunk of a car, and she sits down, she changes out of her rollerblades. And she said, well, I found a way to combine two of the things that I love, going fast and Star Wars. And then you see her put on the helmet.
Yep.
The Rogue Squadron helmet. And then she walks away and she puts on the fucking orange jumpsuit, which I want.
Yeah.
If anyone knows where to get them out there, let me know. And then she what's his face? And then she's walking towards an X-Wing.
Oh, man.
And then it just came up with the title card, Rogue Squadron.
Fuck yeah, man. I think it's a movie, this.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a movie, but they didn't say if it's dropping Disney Plus or theatrical. But
Patty could do that shit, though. Patty's a fucking legend, man.
yeah. I really want to see what she can do in a Marvel, or not a Marvel, but like a Disney sort of sandbox.
Yeah.
With those tools, because they'd be different to a Warner's set of tools as well. Then we're getting Star Wars Visions, which are short stories set in the Star Wars universe. We're going to get a Lando show.
Yep.
Which they didn't confirm if Donald Glover's returning or anything.
Fucking better return.
I hope so,
That's
man.
our Lando now.
I know, but
But the old Lando needs to be telling stories, and then the new Lando,
that'd be sick.
yeah,
That'd be sick. What if he does this instead of Atlanta?
he won't.
I hope not, man.
You know why? Because
What?
they're both over there at FX,
Okay.
which is owned by Disney now.
Yeah.
So he's basically
It's
just
money.
signed to Disney. They've already started.
And confirmed the Bad Batch.
You also
Sick.
there was a droid show as well.
Yeah, didn't confirm.
Didn't confirm that.
like a
we just got a
title or-
logo.
Was it?
Yeah, it was just Star Wars. It said R droid.
Okay,
Star
right.
Wars R and then droids.
Okay.
So it might be all those R2D2 or at least R2D2 style robots and their stories.
Okay.
Yeah. I reckon it's going to be like an animated thing.
Is this too much Star Wars?
No.
I think it's varied enough to kind of give us like a bit of different from each.
You've got one show, maybe two shows in there that feature Jedi out of everything else, which is great. We've only been with Jedis for that story, for our Star Wars stories. It's all revolved around Jedi and whatnot.
Yeah.
Whereas, I mean, they'd show you what a Han does or what, like they, but you never got to see a day in the life of Han. Like, can you imagine a day in the life of Han? Like just before he was like, when he was a smuggler and all that sort of stuff. Like that's mad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm most excited for. You go there, BD.
Oh, sorry.
No, you go.
No, I was going to say, I'd really like to see like, not a show, but like maybe a 2-hour movie about the Mandalorian Civil War as well.
Yeah.
That'd be mad, actually.
Which I reckon they'll do in season 3. I reckon there'll be like a little throwback because they did confirm Mandalorian season 3 will be out by Christmas next year.
Fuck yeah.
I know.
That's fucking mad.
I think I'm most excited for the Rogue Squadron
Same.
movie.
Really? Because what was Patty supposed to do over there at Marvel? Doctor Strange?
No, Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel.
They asked her. She was like, "Nah, can't do it." I don't think she liked. I don't think she liked something in there.
The script?
Maybe, which I think was weak, anyways.
Yeah. All right. So we went from Disney, and then we got to hear from the Feige himself, Mr. Feige. God to everybody else.
Feige to God.
Yeah, so he had a full-on 25-minute presentation that he did. You can watch it on YouTube. And he was just detailing everything that's coming out for Marvel. And
There's a lot coming out.
This is movies. This is on Disney Plus, and this is like stuff to come. It was weird hearing him talk about stuff that's coming out in 2023 and shit like that. And I was like, what? 2023? Like
but that's not out of Marvel's sort of like, normal shit where they'll detail the next 10 years.
Yeah. So he said that we're gonna have a Sam Jackson and Ben Mendelsohn Secret Invasion series that's coming out. It's coming to Disney Plus.
It's big.
I think most of this stuff will be on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Armor Wars. Which is gonna have Rhodey in there.
Yeah.
Or Don Cheadle, my guy.
Always good to get more Don Cheadle, man. Of course. And it'll detail what happens when Tony's tech goes into the wrong hands.
Yeah, because Tony's worst fear gets recognized.
Yeah. And how he goes and reclaims.
Yeah, which is what he supposedly has been doing.
Okay.
Throughout the MCU. That's what his job was.
That's sick.
Yeah. We had Ironheart. So this is about this girl who has a more advanced suit than Tony.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And that's why it came up in the Iron Man font.
Yeah.
So this is like her story.
So she will become the next.
I'd say so.
Iron Woman. Nice.
We had I Am Groot.
Yeah.
So this is going to be like short stories featuring Groot.
Yeah, and it's a one-off as well.
Yeah. We're going to get a Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special as well, which is fucking awesome.
This will be cool, man.
Yeah, it's going to be live action. It's not going to be animated, which is cool. And the cast will be back because they're shooting it right now in between Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Really?
That's what Feige said. He said they're taking a break and they're actually shooting it for in between Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Fuck yeah.
Because you're going to have James Gunn come through and do it himself, and he's going to write it as well. And they didn't say it was going to be on any specific holiday. It was just next year a holiday it'll come out. So we don't know if it's Christmas or Thanksgiving or something like that. It's just a holiday special. So She-Hulk is a go as well.
Yeah, finally confirmed.
Tatiana Maslany is confirmed
officially now
because Feige said it. So we're going to have Mark Ruffalo is going to be in there as Hulk. He has to be sort of passing the torch.
Yeah.
Tim Roth though will be back as Abomination.
That's fucking mad.
I wish the leader was coming back though.
Same. They didn't.
I reckon they got it. I reckon they got it in a tuck, son.
Big time.
Yeah. Yeah. And supposedly Daredevil could show up as well.
Yeah. So Feige said there could be other lawyers that show up as well.
Yeah. He also said that being set in the MCU and her being a lawyer that sort of takes care of all superheroes, you don't know who's actually going to come through with that courtroom. So we could see a lot of fucking just cameos and stuff like that.
That'd be sick, man.
Like, can you imagine Blade trying to walk into that courtroom?
That would be sick.
Yeah.
That's all the streaming stuff because I made sure that I kept the film stuff separate as well.
That is correct.
So yeah, for film news. So kicking it off, we're going to get 7 more Kingsman movies. It's kind of weird. We were drip fed Kingsman movies for the last 6-7 years. Now we're going to get 7 more.
Yeah.
So this next one, the next 7 could be Eggsy. It could be continuations of the Kingsman movie that's due to come out next year.
True. I reckon they dropped that Kingsman movie on that fucking what's-his-face service.
On that Hulu service?
Yeah.
Or Star?
Yeah.
From what I was...
You go.
Sorry, Big Dog, you go.
No, you go.
No, from what I was reading, it was kind of exciting because Matt Vaughn is passing on the reins of managing Marv to that other guy, and now he can focus more on his filmmaking. And that's why he can pump out more material and have, rather than just 1 or 2 Marv films, you can have TV series, films, things like that, which is sick to me.
You're going to have his Marv
Yeah. Yeah, that's mad, man. Like I'm excited about that because like Matt Vaughn's output has been pretty limited in the last couple of years, probably because he's been managing Marv. But to see him sort of come through and start directing a lot more is going to be nuts.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure he wants to tee up that next Kingsman pretty like soon.
He wants to get it done, man.
Because Taron Egerton at the moment is filming the Tetris film.
Yeah.
He's like in full 80s, redhead.
Wild, man.
It looks crazy. We've got some massive Spider-Man 3 news as well. This is huge. So Spider-Man 3 is looking to include the multiverse.
Yep.
It's going to have direct connections to Doctor Strange 2. So we're going to get, and this is confirmed, Alfred Molina will return and play Doc Ock again. We'll get Kirsten Dunst. We'll get Andrew Garfield. We'll get Tobey Maguire. Emma Stone is yet to be confirmed.
I reckon she'll do it, though. I think this is why she pulled out of that other movie.
The Babylon?
Yeah. Because I think this would have clashed
with that starting up. Fuck yeah. I don't mind that. And we could also possibly get Charlie Cox as Daredevil.
Yeah.
Which is nuts.
That, for me, is just unreal. Because that means that Bernthal in this universe is still the Punisher. So can you imagine, like, you know, that sort of Punisher and it's sort of Punisher. Was it Punisher and Ghost Rider they did a comic where they're together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Blade.
Which then would delve into Blade and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't they become like the Night Stalkers?
I think so. That's the actual team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, that'd be cool.
Yeah. But this is exciting, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad that we get all of our old Spider-Man in that back. I hope they have their same suits and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But apparently this will be like more cameos.
Okay.
Like it won't be like a big sort of, they won't be a big part of the plot. It'll be more of a cameo. Like I'm guessing RDJ in the first one.
Yeah. Oh, I'm hoping the other cast in Into the Spider-Verse.
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if Nick Cage shows up?
Fuck, that'd be cool, man.
I was just thinking about it if bloody if Blade and Daredevil teamed up, and what if it hits a point where Daredevil turns into a vampire himself? Because I'm just thinking, like, Daredevil, usually, like, he could hear heartbeats, and since their hearts won't be beating, things like that, he would freak out and not know where the fuck people are.
Yeah.
He would just hear the sounds of them moving.
Yeah.
And if he turned into a fucking vampire and then Blade has to get him and hit him with that serum as well.
That'd be fire, actually.
That would be sick. You just cured him.
Just watch that shit come out.
What was the Mano Blomkamp doing there?
Oh, shit. So because Blomkamp's other IP fell through because of COVID, he actually shot like this supernatural horror movie.
Fuck yeah.
And it's fucking,
sick.
I know. Fucking, I need more Blomkamp in my life, man.
Yeah,
He's a
man.
fucking legend.
What do you think?
I'm excited to see this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like a full supernatural mystery thriller.
What do you think that other IP was?
I don't know why. Because he was working on so many. Like he had the Aliens, the Aliens one that he wanted to set up. He wanted to work on Halo. Like there was so much shit.
Everything.
But he shot this in British Columbia with just all local talent.
Which is wild.
Yeah.
It's literally like getting your video camera and saying, hey, do you guys want to be part of a movie?
Yeah.
That's fucking sick.
That'll be so fun, man.
Yeah. All right. So we got an update from George Miller on 3,000 Years of Longing and on Fury Road. So on 3,000 Years of Longing, he said it's going to star Idris and Tilda Swinton. He said it's almost the anti-Mad Max movie. And he was saying like he can't sort of nail down what this movie is.
Yeah, what genre it is.
What genre it is.
Yeah.
Like he said there's a lot of like, talking and whatnot in the movie, but then there are action scenes in the movie.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I think George is trying to throw us off.
He's trying to give us everything.
Yeah. For the Fury Road sequel, though, he did say that he is working on it, but because he's working on 3,000 Years of Longing, like he's trying to figure out how he can multitask now.
Yeah.
And sort of juggle both projects. So he actually reached out to other filmmakers, his mates. He's got a lot of mates.
Yeah. Through his 40 years of making movies.
Yeah. He probably spoke to bloody Nicholson as well. And like he's just trying to figure out, like he's enjoying the fact that he's sort of focusing on the one, but then still having time to sort of look at the other one with like new eyes in theory, and then come back to that.
Well, it's good. It's good that he had that Buffer movie.
Yeah.
Because if you didn't have that Buffer movie, it'd be a little...
Oh, man.
A little rough.
What he had to do for Max was unreal. Like, I mean, let's shoot this movie that we got 60 days for in 30 days.
Without a script.
With a
comic book.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. And you guys can make up your own lines. Just make sure it fits within the character. Just wild. That's George. And that's how we got Fury Road.
So, yeah, I'm excited, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited for both those. I haven't actually gone back and watched a lot of George Miller's stuff. So.
I watched The Witches of Eastwick last year.
Was that good?
Fuck, it's mad. That
Is
movie.
it?
Yeah.
I gotta check it out.
It's so cool. And Jack Nicholson's so good in there.
Cher in there, eh?
Yeah. Cher actually looks kind of hot in that movie.
Well, and Anthony Kiedis was saying, like, because one of his father's ex-girlfriends was kind of related to Sonny Bono. He would like go over to Sonny and Cher's house all the time.
Oh shit.
And there was one time where Cher was like, babysitting him basically. He was like 16 or something. Yeah. He was basically staying the night. And then she goes, all right, I'm going to get ready to go to bed. You can sleep here in my bed with me. And she like turns the lights off, but leaves the lights on in the bathroom, and she gets naked. And she jumps into bed naked.
Jeez.
And yeah, then he just ends the story.
Right.
So I don't know if he had a go share.
Didn't want to share the story. That other movie Blomkamp was doing was Inferno with Taylor Kitsch.
Isn't that still on the cards though?
Yeah, but it's just been postponed because of COVID.
Okay.
Sons of bitches. Come to Australia.
But like not Taylor Kitsch. Blomkamp hasn't made a movie since 2015 with Chappie.
Yeah.
It's been 5 years, man. He was probably just like, I'm just going to fucking shoot. Like,
these South Africans, they'd be, nah, I'm just going to fucking shoot. Is this cock? No. So Chris Pratt, he's going to produce this movie called Black Belt, The Black Belt.
Yeah.
About him.
Well, it's an uncle.
It's an uncle. He's playing an uncle that's supporting like his nephew to join. He wants to join karate and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. And he's an unconventional uncle. So.
Yeah. He's getting his Uncle Buck on.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, it's like a coming of age kind of story. Still to be confirmed with Pratt to take that uncle role.
Yeah.
But you could see him doing that.
Oh, yeah. You'd see him. That'd be hilarious too.
Especially if it's like not a darker, but a more adult sort of movie.
Mm.
Not where the uncle has like, mad drug hang-ups and shit like that, but like is a little bit fucked up.
Just a little bit loose.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He likes to drink a little bit in the day.
In the day. We got to look at
dirty grandpas on this guy.
That's fun.
We got a new look at the Superman suit that Tyler Hoechlin will be wearing.
Mm.
Did you see it there, BD?
No, I didn't see this one. I saw all the bloody things, but I didn't get a chance to take a look.
This looks a lot better than the other suit that he was wearing.
Yeah.
It looks like it's actually like form fitting. He looks like he's got a bit of size on him.
Yeah, he does. He's probably got the suit on underneath, but still.
You reckon he's padded?
Of course. Henry Cavill's padded.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. But
He
minimal
doesn't
padding.
need the padding though.
Nah. He's a tank, that
Yeah.
guy. But yeah.
Then that suit would have to be lycra, and that don't look right.
It just, yeah. He looks good as Superman.
He does. I haven't seen him as Clark though.
Yeah, true. But it's weird that it's like Lois and Clark, and now it's Superman and Lois.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
Right.
see how it goes. Ben Affleck could be in George Clooney's Tender Bar.
Yeah. Yeah. So Affleck's looking for a new daddy
Yeah.
in this one. Yeah.
So it's based off this guy's novel where this guy goes to his uncle's bar.
Yeah.
And he basically collects father figures with the patrons of the bar.
Yeah.
People that sort of help him get through to the next stage of his life and teach him lessons and stuff like that. It was going to be directed by George Melfi, but yeah, Clooney took it on. And it's the first time that they're working together since Argo as well.
Yeah. I kind of freaked out. I didn't know that Clooney actually produced Argo.
Yeah.
He must have seen something. It's a wonder Clooney wasn't in Argo.
True.
Because I could see him as like,
Someone in Argo?
someone in Argo.
Yeah.
What's his face's character? He's with Goodman.
Alan Arkin's character.
Yeah.
Alan Arkin was so perfect in that fucking
killed that
role.
shit.
But if he was like the Canadian Prime Minister,
Yeah.
in that role,
That'd
even
do
though
it.
the guy that was in that role killed it.
Yeah.
He was good as well. Shit. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this one, man.
Same, man.
We got there's an Alien show in the works from Noah Hawley.
Mm-hmm.
This will debut on FX Network and will be Earthset.
Which is wild,
Yeah.
right? This is the first time we've always heard about if just one of these aliens touches down on Earth, all of Earth is decimated or whatever it is. Right.
So I wonder if it'll be like an outbreak and a quarantine.
But that means they've Wayland Yutani has succeeded in bringing the alien to Earth.
Yeah.
That's always been the plot, right? Is grow it, find it, sorry, bring it back to Earth so we can weaponize it, send it out.
Yeah.
So they've done that then. Ugh.
So this is going to be, I don't know if it's going to be set in the future, if it's going to be set in present time. You know what I mean?
Will it have to be set after, right?
After like Prometheus.
No, because what's his face is. It'd have to be set after Alien. So it'd have to be set. I mean, the deleted scenes, I think, for Alien Resurrection was that alien ship coming or a ship touching down with an alien on it on Earth.
Okay.
Yeah. That was the original ending. That's what they were going to do. That's how they're going to finish it.
Shit.
So that they'd actually have like a full-on war on Earth with Alien.
Fuck.
Yeah. Fuck, you can imagine just like how rough that's going to be as well. Because they'll be burning like people live if they suspect that there's going to be something in them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just thinking like if they do like tests and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like x-rays, people like passing through one of those x-ray machines and then it sort of triggering, going off.
Just the total recall. But yeah, man, I can't wait for this. This was set up years ago, and then Disney took over and canceled everything, but obviously didn't cancel everything.
No. Because like you can see now that they're trying to find ways to incorporate all those old properties.
Yeah. And, touch on some R-rated fare and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. So putting this in at FX is like a big move.
Yeah.
Yahya Abdul Mateen II has joined Michael Bay's Ambulance movie.
Fuck yeah, man.
So there wasn't a confirmation. Was there a confirmation as to what role he's going to be playing?
No, they didn't say, but I reckon he could be the brother. We don't know.
What's his face is the brother, the O from the Maze Runner.
Oh shit! Yeah, he is too.
Because it's Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, Gyllenhaal and okay.
Yeah.
So maybe he's the ambulance driver with
Issa?
With Issa, yeah.
Or he could be the patient.
Could be the patient too.
Or he could be one of the cops that are tracking them.
Yeah. Either way.
I'm just glad he's part of it, man.
Yeah. What fell through? Aquaman 2. They changed the date of the shooting. So now this is what he's filled that slot with.
That's fucking mad.
Yeah. This is direct like testament to what he said on Deez Samero as well about making himself so you can apply for all these roles without being typecasted.
Yeah.
So this is fucking so exciting for me. Like I'm so happy that he got this.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, man. Because he's kind of just doing everything, but not shitty movies.
She picks and chooses.
Yeah, that's what I'm liking.
Yeah.
You could say he's like the Rick Ross of movies.
He is. So we got Shane Black. He's setting up an animated show. I don't know where though. Is it at Netflix?
It didn't say.
Didn't say. But it's called Craig Banyan PI. So Craig Banyan is an alcoholic who's a PI.
Yeah.
And he solves mysteries. That's what the show is going to be.
Yeah.
Like him using basically being a functioning alcoholic, solving mysteries.
Didn't he used to be a cop or something like that?
I think so,
and now he's like a full private investigator. I wonder which period he's going to set this in. If it's going to be modern day, if it's going to be like back in like the 70s.
I hope it's the 70s, man.
Like back like in the nice guys' time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope it's just him.
Yeah.
From the nice guy, Ryan Gosling's character.
That'd be hilarious, man. You got to have Crow show up.
Fuck yeah.
Be mad if they show up. If it's not him, if they show up like in the cartoon as well, that'd be sick. So Brian K. Vaughan is attached to write the new Buck Rogers, which for me is always flagging as Duck Dodgers of the 25th century, Daffy Duck, old Looney Tunes. But the story is actually pretty mad. So he goes into this cave and then he falls asleep. But he falls asleep for like 5 centuries. So when he wakes up, it's the 25th century. And then when he comes out, he's got to fucking sort out all these issues with these gangs.
Yeah. And like it's weird because it's almost John Carter.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Yeah. But it's not.
Yeah.
This is John Carter and Evil Dead. Put together.
And the Warriors.
Yeah.
But I didn't know the whole gangs angle.
Me neither.
So that would be cool.
I thought he was literally like Duck Dodgers who just like cruise around planet to planet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Full spaceship sci-fi. Yeah. It's not. But now we got a big part 2 of the Disney Dush out. So kicking it off, Rachel McAdams will return to Doctor Strange for Doctor Strange 2 in the Multiverse of Madness, which is good because there was a moment there where she said, "No, I'm not going to come back."
Yeah, we didn't know she'd be back.
And then, she'll be back. They all come back.
Chiwetel is back. Benedict Wong is back.
Yeah, man, can't break up the band. Natalie Portman came back.
Fuck yeah.
Know what I mean? So I think a lot of it is also screen time.
People are saying that because Downey left, they've got the salary cap now, so they can put all these people on. That's what they were saying.
Even though Downey was like, everyone gets paid the same. That was his contribution, right? You don't think everyone got paid the same?
Downey got $60 million for the last Avengers movie, and the rest of them got 20. So everyone didn't get paid the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Unless there was points on that.
Yeah, not everyone got paid the same.
Maybe the salary is the same, but the points.
Downey got points on the packet.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
I think so.
He got himself a G pack and he got points on the packet. That's what happened. Jesus.
As if he doesn't get percentages in the back end.
He's a producer anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know he does.
course he does.
I think this is the biggest news out of the whole
It was unreal.
announcement that Feige did.
Yeah.
So John Watts will direct the new Fantastic Four.
Which is weird,
Yeah.
right?
They're working Watts.
We're taking Watts away from Spider-Man.
Yeah.
We'll throw him into Fantastic Four. It's the feel that Watts gives, though, to the film. Right? Because Feige was on stage and he said that a lot of our films and whatnot is about family and building family, and we want to focus on one specific family now. It's the first family. And he said that we're developing this Fantastic Four.
This must be early, but he had a logo.
He's got the logo, yeah.
With just the blue 4.
Yeah. It's not the Fire 4. Like,
like the Tim Story
like the
one.
Tim Stories, not the Fire. We're not doing that.
Yeah, I'm excited for this, man.
Do you think the multiverse of madness will touch on this?
I reckon.
Do you think it'll touch on like the fact that Cap was what's his face?
Maybe, yeah. Can you imagine if What If did?
But it's cool. I can't wait for this now.
Same.
So now we just need them to announce that they're casting what's his face is Mr. Fantastic. The guy that did a strange what's it called? Strange Place. Krasinski and what's his face? Emily Blunt.
You reckon they will?
Mr. and Mrs. Fantastic.
That'd be unbelievable if they go back and they honor that.
And then we get Taron Egerton as what's his face? As Johnny Storm. And
I like that casting, actually.
Yeah. And then we can just do a CG thing.
Someone's going to have to voice him, though. And if anyone says Vin Diesel, I'll kill him.
Oh, no. Get it. It's The Rock.
What do you call it?
That makes sense.
The Rock or Clancy Brown, I reckon.
Oh,
Clancy Brown is the thing would
Clancy
be fucking unbelievable.
Clancy was...
I want to say Smog
Nah.
in Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Certain.
It's a crown.
Son of a bitch. How I know he was still alive.
Yeah. So Peyton Reed also came out and said that he is directing Ant-Man and the Wasp, and the title is Quantum Mania.
Which is, yeah.
So we'll get like Ant-Man, we'll get Wasp back. Cassie Lang is returning. So was it Catherine Hahn? No.
Catherine
from Freaky.
Yeah.
So she's coming, she'll be grown up, Cassie Lang.
Yeah.
Douglas is back and Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah, the Pfeiffer's is back.
So they're going to be shooting in 2021 and it's going to be focused all around that quantum realm and sort of exploring that. The big thing out of this is that Kang the Conqueror.
Yeah. So John Majors was confirmed. Guy.
So they didn't show anything else. It was just, yeah. What are you going to say there, BD?
Do you reckon there's like a correlation with Multiverse of Madness, Quantum Mania? Do you reckon it's all going to work out and that's how Strange finds the multiverse and all that shit? Like it's in the quantum realm?
Maybe.
I think what's his face is going to come out of this though. I think this is going to be that signal to bring Galactus and the Silver Surfer.
Yeah, because now they're starting that Fantastic Four run.
Yeah.
Shit.
I told you guys years ago, when Endgame came out, that is the only other big bad that could, cause shit on a planet level.
Doctor Doom.
Doctor Doom. I forgot about
Fantastic
Doom.
Four is there.
That's why Doom is there.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I feel like this next piece of news we predicted, I think you said this. So Captain Marvel 2 will be directed by Nia DaCosta. We're going to see a 2022 release for this one as well.
So they're going to have to start shooting soon, man.
Yeah. But it looks like they're going to do like a almost like a 12 to 15 month shoot to release process.
Yeah.
I don't know if their whole thing is they're going to do it in the volume.
Marvel's just going to move everyone here.
Yeah, true.
That's where everyone's
I think
coming.
there'll be a revolving door of stars coming through to Australia for the next couple of years.
Like it used to be, like after The Matrix, that's how it used to be because everybody found out how cheap it was to shoot here.
And how good the workmanship
how good
was.
our craft and everything is over here. And everyone came over here until they discovered like Eastern Europe and all that sort of stuff. We were the place. Australia was the place.
I also think it was the coffee.
Yeah.
Because Starbucks is dog shit.
Get a real coffee out of here, mate.
Real one, champion. Get that Campos into you. Yeah, I remember you saying this a while ago where Kevin Feige was courting Nia DaCosta and looking at her. Yeah. Black Panther 2 was also announced.
Yeah.
Officially. Ryan Coogler returning to direct.
Coogler's back.
A 2022 release, July 2021, like we said last week, will be when they start shooting.
Yeah.
So the big thing here is that Chadwick Boseman's role of T'Challa will not be recast.
No.
Which only leaves someone taking on the mantle an option.
Yeah. It was funny because they had a visual of the title card and it said Black Panther 2.
Yeah.
That was all it said.
Which I reckon is a working title anyways.
Yeah.
Because it'll be Black Panther and the something.
I wish, like, I kind of wish that what's his face wasn't cast as Kang, but they brought him back as like a new sort of king or something like that. John Majors.
Okay.
To play Black Panther. But I think we're on the money when we say that it's just going to be Killmonger that comes back.
Because he hasn't died.
You don't see him die.
Yeah. And you don't see any burial procession or anything like that.
I could see him pulling the staff out of his chest and then lying down and then T'Challa just
sealing the wound.
Or just putting one of those beads in there. Because that's how he kept what's-his-face alive. What's his name? Bilbo?
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Put the anal beads in there.
Yeah. That's fun.
Rip them out like you're starting a fucking lawnmower.
I think Brody's got one of those toys.
That's fun.
Where it just like launches his bike. Out of there, Fantastic Four is what I'm most excited about. It's more about introducing that family and getting that dynamic right. I think they got the right person in John Watts to sort of create that kind of feel, because I know he's not going to go for like a John Hughes type vibe with this one.
No.
I think it'll be like a very different family sci-fi kind of vibe, even if he draws from like, let's say The Fly or like The Thing and stuff like that. Puts all those elements together. But also the possibilities that Fantastic Four brings.
Yeah.
Because it's also their rogues gallery and like Doom, Dr. Doom.
Doom is
like, I think those are the seeds that are kind of being sown now, because it's the impact of the multiverse.
Yep.
That looks like it's gonna have a shitload of implications for the rest of the phase.
Do you think that they introduce X-Men via that multiverse, that same multiverse?
I reckon.
You think they take them from where they were over at Fox and you're part of this verse, the multiverse now?
I don't think they're going to touch them. I think that'll be like a what if story. And then they'll recreate. That's what I think. Any other thoughts on the Marvel explosion that happened yesterday?
The romance explosion. I'm happy about the not recasting. I think the one thing I'm most looking forward to is I'm tossing up between Strange to a Fantastic Four, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, the Multiverse of Man has always like struck a chord with me when I saw it, because I know there's going to be some fucking crazy shit. Like, hopefully there's a chase between multiple like universes that they're going through.
Fuck yeah.
And it just has different like shout outs to different, like homages to different things.
I hope so as well, man. Fuck. It's going to be good. Can you imagine if one of the multiverses, they show Wolverine in his full like classic suit.
Not the blue one.
The brown and
yellow.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Same.
Yeah.
His first.
I reckon with that Spider-Man 3 movie, one of the Spider-Mans is going to have that choice where it's like if Uncle Ben does or doesn't die.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
That could be a big thing as well.
Yeah.
Hopefully we see Martin Sheen back.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Because it would be sick if so Tobey Maguire and Andy Garfield have that fight and they have to fight between like Toby's trying to save Uncle Ben, but then Garfield's trying to save Gwen.
Yeah. Because then they can finally show who Uncle Ben was in the Tom Holland verse as well.
Yep.
Yeah. Fuck.
And then they all choose not to.
Because then they all wouldn't be Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. They'd give away the mantle. Dumb little fucks.
Mommy, can I have a kick-ass party? Stupid little fuck.
And that's
hey, Mickey, the fuck you doing?
What's that on?
That's kick-ass. When he just walks into the room. Oh, fuck, Chris. What are you doing?
I love Mark Strong, man. And that's it for film news this week. Moving ahead to movie trailers there. So we got Death of 2020, which was teased by Charlie Brooker and the whole ruse spoiled by Hugh Grant. So he just fucking announced it. And I'm shooting that special movie with Charlie Brooker. And then Charlie Brooker was like, fucking here's the tease.
You, what the fuck are you doing? Charlie Brooker is from England though, isn't he? So he would have been like, he would have had some cunts in there.
Champion. Which it didn't really show much. It just kind of built up what's happened in 2020.
Yeah.
And then this hits. And then they didn't really show very much else.
It's Charlie Brooker. It's Netflix. You can only imagine what he's got up his sleeve.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
We got a short little tease of Clarice.
Very short.
It was really short.
Didn't show you much.
And it was just like intercut with moths and stuff like that, heavily drawing on Silence of the Lambs, trying to go for its own tone, but it felt weird because I just watched Hannibal. And now seeing this, I don't know if it's going to be derivative of that too.
I hope not. It needs to be its own thing. If it wants to survive, it needs to be its own thing.
Yeah, because for me, it felt like she had those empathic abilities like Will Graham.
Yeah.
That's sort of like the vibe that I got from the little short teaser.
You're an Iditka.
Yeah. And what I didn't realize is that it's dropping next year, February. It's like just around the corner.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a bit soon.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes.
Is it on like a major network or is it on their streaming service?
It'll be on CBS Plus or whatever they call it.
So can they swear and everything in there?
I think they can.
Righto. Because if they are and they can make it like, swearing.
It'll be all right.
Yeah.
It'll be violent.
It'll be violent.
It's weird that they'll let the violence go, but not the swearing.
Not the naughty words. This movie has naughty language.
We got swear words.
I didn't watch this trailer.
Oh, man.
I saw the write-up saying that Cage was ruminating about a certain word.
So this is a new series set at Netflix. It'll be Nick Cage delving in and interviewing people about the different swear words throughout the history of language. So this little clip that they put up, it shows Nick Cage painting and describing the painting, and he's kind of going through with like this real artistic flair.
Yeah.
And then you look at it and it's a flower, and at the bottom it's just got pussy. But it's weird because he's got hair, he's got the beard and everything.
Yeah.
So I think it's just part of that Nicolaissance.
Yeah.
That's kind of going on at the moment. that he's having, which I'm glad for.
Yeah. I need more Cage.
Yeah.
I'm excited. That new movie? I'm excited, man.
Yeah. The Unbearable Weight. Yeah. That looks good. Looks real good.
So we got a Red Band trailer for Nobody.
Yeah, I did not see this coming at all.
Nobody saw this coming. Yeah, this is Bob Odenkirk. Basically, something happens. Someone breaks into his house, and you see him. You think he's like a real, like, you know, meek man.
Yeah,
kind of a pussy. Didn't want to hurt them or anything. But then you find out that man's was an enforcer for the cartels.
Yeah.
And if you saw him, that'd be the last person you ever saw.
Yeah.
That's how bad he was. So he used to go out and just steal back cartels, all the cartel stuff, basically.
Fuck.
Yeah.
He was a auditor.
He was an auditor. Yeah. It's my guy. But this is done by David Leitch and Derek Kolstad of John Wick. And obviously he would have gotten 8711 to do, because it looks like it.
As soon as he turns around that bus and says, "I'm gonna fuck you up,"
yeah,
I was like, "Nah." This, like, and the way that they shot it, I was like, "This feels very John Wick."
Yeah,
and then it said, "From producer David Leitch of John Wick." I was like, "Yep, there it is."
You know what I was thinking of the other day and just laughed was, you remember the what's his face, the trailer for Predator 2? Maria Conchita Alonso. I was hard out.
I know.
Like, chill, dude.
You probably had to take a breath after all that.
But yeah, this looks really, really good.
I'm liking the look of this.
Yeah,
it feels. It doesn't feel like he's kind of too serious about it either.
No,
it feels like Odenkirk's like he's hamming it up just a little bit.
Yeah, he's having fun with it.
But he doesn't feel like he's old.
No.
Isn't it weird? I see him in Better Call Saul and he looks kind of frail and he moves a little bit slower. But in this, he's moving.
Yeah, he's moving. He's really moving in this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a mover and shaker.
Probably did that whole 6 months prior to filming thing to get everything right.
Can you imagine?
Lean as well.
Can you imagine if Odenkirk was beating Reeves at the ranch?
I doubt it.
At the gun range?
Hey, Keanu? Hey?
Just crab walking.
You can't beat the Kirkers, Reed.
Yeah, I'm excited for it, man.
Same.
I'm glad that they released like a red band straight up.
Same.
It kind of reminds me of the first time that they teased Wick, where it was the house scene.
You know, I think that was the only thing I saw for Wick.
Yeah.
And I was in.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, all right, cool. I'll go see this. Because the write-ups for it was terrible.
Oh, man.
He's an ex what's his face? Enforcer. Someone kills his dog.
I know.
Someone kills his dog. I don't want to watch
shit out
I know.
Any excuse for an action movie now. But when you see it, it plays a lot different to the synopsis. Not plays a lot different, feels a lot different.
Well, they leave out the fact that it's a death present basically from his wife.
Yeah.
Which is, it's a big part.
Yeah.
And she's the reason why he's kind of out of the life. So for him to go back, it'd need to be something. Yeah.
Fuck that synopsis up. We got a trailer for Chloe Grace Moretz's Shadow in the Cloud.
Yeah.
Did you watch this one?
Yeah, I checked it out.
No.
So this was this is a story that some pilots during WW2 actually said happened. It's not a true story. Like, this is complete like fabrication. But they said
Sands was probably up for 48 hours after he told the story. That's probably why.
In a lot of instances, well, in some instances, when they were traveling the Atlantic, they would say that there were gremlins on the plane.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happens here. So we get Chloe Grace Moretz, who is a pilot and a soldier and a transport specialist. She's transporting something. She gets in the plane. They go. And while they're sort of fighting off the German attackers, there's monsters that also storm the plane.
Yeah.
And then she's kind of taking them out in this plane. And they just gave away too much in this trailer. See her on the ground.
Yeah.
You know that
they land.
And then her falling out of the plane. Then the plane exploding. And then the force pushing her back up. I was like, those sorts of things, like.
You keep that for the movie.
Yeah. Those are the money shots.
They could have cut this whole thing with just cut a really short trailer and just shown, like, you know, the gremlin opening up the door, and then that's it. Just shadow in the clouds.
Yeah.
Done.
Like them seeing it, them blowing up that plane. Yeah. That's all you kind of needed.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, you didn't need to see that much. Yeah. So I'm still excited to watch it.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
You know.
I don't know. They had too many quotes in that trailer for me. Like sometimes when I see too many quotes, I'm like, nah, this movie is shit.
They're trying to sell this too hard.
Too much. All of these writers I don't know. Who's that? WCM News? Nah, I don't fuck with that.
Peter Travers on there?
Nah, son.
Can't take it.
They did it perfectly for Legend.
The Tom Hardy one?
Tom Hardy one. Right. So they were getting like really, really good reviews, right?
Yeah.
And they posted it on their poster. There was one outlet that gave them 2 stars, and they still put it on there. But you see the 2 stars, and it looks like it's part of like a 5-star review. It's on the poster. It's fire, man. The way that they put it in, it's just above his shoulder.
Ah, okay.
It's like 2 stars, but it looks like it's 5. It's beautiful.
So as part of that Disney Investors Day call, so they had Falcon and the Winter Soldier trailer. Mm-hmm. It's the first real sort of trailer footage that you've seen from it. And this looks great.
Yeah. It's funny because Feige described it as a 6-part, just a movie cut up into 6 parts.
That's what it feels like, to be honest.
So I think this is just them. This is an actual movie that they could release as full.
Well, if they do it in 22-minute episodes, sort of like they've been doing with Mando, like they could get like 2 hours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even if it's 30, it's like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Like they go over, but it feels big budget.
Oh man, the budget on this looks huge.
So, like they focus more on Falcon and the Winter Soldier and their relationship in this, as opposed to showing the threats.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I was actually really surprised that it's dropping in March.
Same. It's just weird to me because I think it's March and then I think July, Black Widow drops. Is what they said it's definitely coming out, and it's coming out in July. I think July 21st.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be surprised if it's the 4th. Did you watch this one, Beatty?
No, I didn't. Fuck, I wish I did.
You are missing out.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Because this one
fucking everything here. I'm just like, fuck.
So this one ends with Falcon basically jumping out of a plane, right? And then getting chased.
Yeah. By a helicopter.
Sort of like Independence Day, like through the mountains.
Yeah.
But where I thought it would cut off and cut, it didn't cut. And this sequence just keeps on going.
Yeah.
And it's like this elongated chase sequence with Falcon like running on mountains as he's flying and sort of like, it just looks fucking nuts. Yeah. It's almost like Spider-Man swinging in those sequences, but him flying.
Yeah. It's sick.
Fuck, that's sick.
Yeah. Watch them shits.
And their relationship is hilarious as well.
Yeah. And it looks like it hasn't really moved on since Civil War.
So what's going on in your android brain?
Yeah, there it is. The gears turning. It's like just that shit.
I hate you.
But it's kind of like that Tango and Cash kind of buddy sort of vibe.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm in, man.
Same.
We got a trailer for Loki as well, which also looks real fucking good.
The surprisingly good. I was expecting a Streisand from this one.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting so much drama actually.
Yeah.
But it opens with Owen Wilson. Yeah. I was like, who the fuck is he playing?
I know.
But then he's saying that he knows Loki.
Yeah.
And you like to talk. He
could have fooled me.
And then it kind of goes through Loki almost becoming an agent.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like a time enforcement commission or something like that.
Feige describes it as a sort of it's like spy thriller.
Yeah.
One.
But it looks like it.
Yeah. It's a spy thriller with magic, which is cool.
That is pretty cool. Because it looks like he's going to these different periods as well.
Yeah.
And then like sort of getting together a team and then pulling off like a heist, not a heist, but like some sort of like job.
Yeah.
And then in one, like the trailer ends with him going, brother, Heimdall, I hope you're ready. And then he jumps out this fucking plane. I don't know if that's the thing with this phase is them jumping out of planes.
Yeah.
But he jumps out this plane and then the fucking, the rainbow hits it. What's it called?
The Bifrost.
The Bifrost.
Or Bifrost.
Einstein's Rosen Bridge.
Yeah. Just picks him up like mid-jump.
You just see like the money burning in the sky. Yeah.
It looks good. We got a trailer for What If, which is like the animated anthology series.
Fuck yeah, man.
So Jeffrey Wright narrates it throughout the whole thing. So he's the Watcher.
I am the Watcher.
But yeah, his voice is so good, man. I love that guy's voice.
I love Jeffrey Wright, man.
But you see Captain Britain, so Peggy Carter, if she took the serum.
Yeah.
Howard Stark, if he created the Iron Man armor. If T'Challa was Star-Lord.
Is it T'Challa or just someone from Wakanda that they...
It's T'Challa.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. I know. And there's a few other stories in there as well.
It looks like there's a what if Nick Fury actually got Mjolnir and came to Asgard or becomes what's his face. I see him. I wouldn't say Thor, but I think he could be what's his face, Odin.
That'd be crazy
because he's got the one eye already.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Fuck. It looks really good. The animation style is very different as well.
Yeah.
It's not cel shaded. It's not like anime. It's not purely just animated.
It's a nice little blend between.
Yeah. Like this 3D sort of animation. Looks really, really good. We got a sizzle reel for Andor, which is the Cassian Andor series that is going to drop on Disney Plus. And it didn't show any footage, but it was more sort of like this amalgamation of the Rogue One footage that we've seen of him and the stuff that they're practicing on sets. And it looks like big sequences too.
In the thing, the guy says that we prep for this like a film.
Yeah.
So it's not like we're prepping for a TV show. This is a film we're prepping for.
Yeah.
It's fucking wild, man. The what's his face? The artist drawings though that they show were fucking unreal.
Yeah, the sets that they showed were massive.
Yeah,
it's like these big old sets.
There's one of Diego Luna on a fucking speeder, and someone's on the back, like shooting out the back, blowing up something. I was like, "What is that? I need this."
I know. I didn't think I wanted it. But then after seeing the sizzle reel, I was like,
I need this
right now, goddammit. And then the final trailer for WandaVision.
Yeah.
And the reason I left this last is because WandaVision is dropping January 15th.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was going to be that close.
Yeah. It looks like
a week before my birthday.
That's it.
My birthday.
It looks like they finish off Mando and then Sieg straight into what's his face.
Yeah. It's going to be good, man. Fuck, this is going to be good. This looks really, really good. In the trailer, it looks like like they're going through the different generations of TV, but she's also, it looks like putting the Mind Stone back together.
That's what it looks like. Like she can actually put it back together.
Yeah, and reverse it.
Yeah.
Because you see it exploding, but then you see her.
See it coming together. Knitting together.
You also see her pregnant, and then you also see cots as well. So then you got...
plural? Was there 2 cots there?
I only seen one, and it was a blue cot, like blue-colored cot.
Okay.
Like light blue. Baby boy.
Yeah. Fuck, man. They had so much. Going back, so what's his face is going to be in Miss Marvel. Miss Marvel is going to be, she's being cast in
Captain Marvel 2.
Marvel 2. There was something else.
Monica Rambeau.
Yeah.
The grown-up version that will be in...
She's in WandaVision.
In WandaVision.
Yeah.
Will also be in Captain Marvel 2. There's going to be a time jump.
Big time jump. Well, there is, it's been 5 years.
True. Yeah.
So she would be 17, 18 years old.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah.
No? This looks big.
She would be 22 years old or something like that.
Was she 15 in Captain Marvel?
Something like that.
But that was in the 90s though.
That was, yeah.
So then you add up to today's time.
Yeah. She's like 28, 30 years old.
Yeah. Big news.
Huge surprise.
And that's it for movie trailers this week. It's actually like if Disney didn't come out with their trailers, we wouldn't have had like as big. Moving on into entertainment news. So we're saying a special rest in peace for both Tommy Lister Jr. from the Friday movies,
Fifth Element, Dark Knight,
where you played Debo and the president and the prisoner on the ferries,
who I always thought was Killer Croc, just waiting to happen.
Man, he would have been perfect as Killer Croc. He was 62 when he passed in his LA home, and it looks like he passed from natural causes.
Yeah.
And then we had Barbara Windsor from the Carry On films, who was always like really funny and lively and kind of cheeky in the movies.
Yeah.
Who passed away. And it looks as though she had a history of Alzheimer's as well, who passed away at 83. So we're sending special condolences out to both of their family, friends, and fans. And yeah, hope you're all doing well during this time.
Yeah. Yeah.
How
does Debo die?
I know, man.
That should never, ever be a thing.
No way. I think that about all the icons like growing up. Like these people, it feels like they'll never die. Like sometimes I forget that people had passed.
Yeah.
Then I'll be like, oh shit, Bill Paxton passed. Fucking just watching him in, what's his face? The Gyllenhaal one. Where he's a videographer.
Yeah.
Nightcrawler.
I get that with Robin Williams. Because I hear stories, Robin Williams was going to play so-and-so. And I was like, yeah, Robin Williams could have. Oh, fuck.
Yeah. The same. So Monster Hunter, the shit just keeps happening, man. So
fucking Monster Hunter, man.
You fucking see what happens when you put yourself behind the Monster Hunter movie tier.
I continue to put myself behind the Monster Hunter.
That was your team.
I'm still on the Monster Hunter team until I see it. This shit doesn't deter me. I still watch Mulan, goddammit.
I've been deterred.
So Monster Hunter has been pulled from theaters in China. So MC Jin, who was also in Too Fast, Too Furious, and who also made a record called Fuck Jay-Z, which actually didn't address... Yeah.
Righto.
Which actually didn't diss Jay-Z at all. It was just for attention. Says a line in the Monster Hunter movie where...
How dare you even put those words together?
Fuck. So he has a line in the Monster Hunter movie where he's like, my knees are bad. And then he's like, which knees? And he's like, I don't know, Chinese, Japanese. And apparently those sorts of rhymes were also used in like this full-on
racist
racial
fucking
slur song that they had back in the day. I don't know which fucking song they're talking about. I've never heard this one.
I never heard it either.
Me neither.
So because of that,
and you'd think that we would know it, considering like, you know, Aussies can be a little racist sometimes, just a little bit.
So because of that, after this movie had gone through all the censors,
which is wow,
after it had been okayed by the government, because there's only a limited amount of movies that get released in China every year, and after it had been endorsed by fucking Capcom, it now gets pulled from China because of that line.
And it's wild as well because like you can play as what's her face?
Mila
in the new in Monster Hunter now.
And it's the most streamed fucking game out there. But Capcom turns around and goes, we have nothing to do with this movie. Which is wild.
You know what's crazy is that they had the guys there, the creators, and they showed them the monsters and they were like, yes, this is good.
Fuck that movie.
Jeez. So because of that, it's getting pulled from Chinese markets where it was only out for like, I think 3 or 4 hours before they were just like, nah.
That backlash must have been massive.
Yeah.
After that first session, people were like, nah. We are not doing this.
Badly. And then we had like news that it will drop earlier in the States.
Wow.
So I think that like the whole sort of the posturing of this movie and setting it up is fucked now. So what they'll do is they'll just drop it on PVOD in the new year. I think by mid-Jan, maybe end of Jan, we'll see this drop.
Oh, yeah.
PVOD.
Mm-hmm.
No way they're leaving this out there to die after this bullshit.
No. This is done now.
Yeah.
Like it's done.
Because they weren't going to get the market in the States. They won't get it, I don't think, in Europe. It's not there in China. Like they'll have an Australian release and then where they can internationally. But PVOD is where they're going to make their money.
Yeah.
I'll watch this
They
one.
need to, they just need to stop trying to make fucking video game adaptations into film or at least do it properly. Like fucking The Last of Us. You know what I mean?
But it's weird that a movie gets canceled for using racial slurs, but we revere titles like American History X. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, are you getting canceled for fictitious content now?
No. It's the fact that, like, with American History X, like, you saw him be a racist first, but then redeem himself later. There's no redemption from this. This is just shoddy writing.
Yeah, but
that should have been cut out.
Yeah, but even if, like, there is no redemption or the character arc, like, are you not allowed to put racial slurs in your movies? We will never see a Quentin Tarantino movie again then.
No.
You know what I mean?
The biggest way to put it is that American History X, the reason why no one, like, cancels the film is because they were very straightforward about their material when they made it. Whereas Monster Hunter isn't meant to be like, you know, Mia Jovovich coming together with a new culture and like abolishing racism or something.
I don't think
it's not racism, Hunter.
I don't think the racism was like a massive part of this movie. You know what I mean? Like, I think this was just a throwaway line that the Chinese audience are focusing on.
But I think it's just shoddy writing as well. It's just Anderson should have known.
But it's one line.
Yeah, but still.
Are you saying that, like, you know, you can't have any of that flavoring in the movie?
No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying that he should have found a different line for that. Just find a different line for that. It's not called for.
But why is that the line that's triggering people?
Because we didn't grow up with people singing that song to us. Now, did we?
Yeah, I know. I understand that. But like you saying, is the audience saying that there's no racial slurs that can be said in any movie?
They're not saying that.
So why is this getting cancelled?
So I think we just need to be aware of the fact that cultures have changed a lot with movies, like moving forward as well. So there's a lot more sensitivity towards the possibility of racism occurring in film, much different to like Expendables 2, where Harrison Ford does the Too Short joke to Jet Li. Like, if they did that now, they'd probably get cancelled.
But this is fictitious content, you know what I mean? I think this is over-the-top sensitivity, to be honest. For me, like, you know, like I have thicker skin.
But that's like you saying, oh, it's fine for a white person to say the N-word once. It's fine, it's just once.
But I would still watch Tarantino's. I would still watch
Tarantino doesn't really have his white characters saying it. He'll write it for his black characters.
How many times does DiCaprio say it?
He says it. That's at the time. It's time specific.
But it's still in a film.
Yeah, but it's time specific. So right now, if you were to if Monster Hunter is set right now, he should know not to say that sort of stuff. You would know not to say that sort of stuff. You.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that, but it's a Chinese character that's saying it.
They don't like it, B. That's all it comes down to, is they don't like it. They shouldn't have to qualify whether or not it's right or wrong. It's just they don't like it.
I think it's like oversensitive.
Well, they're oversensitive. They block other fucking films for less reasons than that. It's just the way it is over there.
Like, I sympathize with the case. Like, if you can refer it back to something that happened in regards to a song and people don't feel comfortable about it, cool, just apologize, move forward. But I do understand where you're coming from as well about like oversensitivity. But it's just the way that the playground is now. Well, like, there'll be years down the track where we'll be able to do this again, because the shit always rises and then it collapses and then it starts all over again. So it's going to occur one way or the other.
Yeah. We'll see.
It is pretty shit that, like, you know, a film gets cancelled, but I guess it is what it is, and he's got to move forward and be more mindful. I don't know.
I guess so.
This falls on these fucking actors too. They should have told him too.
But like, told him what though?
That this is insensitive.
I think it's meant to be insensitive.
They're having a joke about it. That's what it is. Because it was the fact that the Asian guy was driving as well. And he hits a bump. And he's like, look at these knees. It's Chinese. That's what it was. Semi-racism, dog.
I know it's semi-racist, and I'm not sticking up for racists, but I'm saying, like, is that a bit like too sensitive?
We can't say anything about it. We're not Chinese, B. We don't have any say. We've got no say. We can't tell them how to feel. They can feel however the fuck they want to feel.
I can feel a certain way during Blood In, Blood Out.
There you go.
But I don't, because I really liked the movie. Taylor Hackford was a fucking genius.
Yeah.
Fuck, what was I going to say?
But for every Blood In, Blood Out, you get An American Me, who was actually done by a Chicano.
Yeah.
But he nearly got ran out of East LA.
Didn't they nearly take his life as well?
They nearly killed that guy. Edward E.J.R.
Shit.
Fuck.
Yeah. Simply because he shows the leader of What's-His-Face getting raped at the start of that movie. And that never, ever fucking happened. They was out. Danny Trejo had to talk to those.
Fuck.
Yeah.
You know, shit's real when Trejo has to talk.
Well, Trejo was in them streets, so that's who you'd want to talk to. All right, there, Beatty. You need to take us out on this one because this is your bag.
All right, cool. So, Funimation, which is owned by Sony, and also the people who now head the Attack on Titan series, shout out to Attack on Titan, have purchased Crunchyroll for $1.175 billion fucking dollary dues.
How much did they buy it? How much did Warner buy it for?
They bought it for 1.2. But remember a couple of weeks back how Sony was saying, but we'll purchase it for $700 billion. Apparently not, Sony.
And just for that, the price went up 10%.
This is
literally 10%.
This is I don't know how to feel about this, to be honest. So, like with Anime Lab, for example, so a lot of Anime Lab's material actually separated and became Funimation, and that's why Funimation is a thing, which was picked up by Sony. And it looks like now Sony's trying to increase their, material or their intellectual properties by purchasing Crunchyroll, because Crunchyroll, much like Netflix, has Crunchyroll Originals, which is all brand new anime created specifically for Crunchyroll.
Wow.
So they got like Tower of Gods, Gods of High School, things like that. And it's all really good anime. But the one thing that I'm hoping for is that a lot of anime is Japanese, but there's a lot of really good Chinese anime as well. And they don't introduce a lot of that. And this is going to sound really fucked up, but it's because every Chinese anime, every character sounds exactly the same.
Oh.
And that's why they don't air a lot of it. Whereas Japan, there's a lot more, pitches, peaks, like there's just different character sounds that you can produce.
Wow. Okay.
And it's always been the main sort of provider for animated property.
I didn't know that, actually.
Me neither.
Yeah.
I didn't know that China was actually doing anime.
Yeah. What do you call it? Cash brought me into Chinese anime.
Yeah.
He was like, you need to watch this because this is fucking mad. And they've got some really good stories in there as well.
That's fucking mad. So is this a good move for you there, Beatty?
Yeah, I reckon this is a good move. Get the tenant on them. But no, I'm nervous, but I'm also excited at the same time because I'm just worried that Crunchyroll is going to lose a lot of the momentum that they have with these Crunchyroll originals, because I might get fucking overshadowed by everything that Funimation's doing. Like I said before, Attack on Titan is ending soon, and this is probably one of the reasons why they brought Crunchyroll in, so they can have more material. So we'll see.
Cool.
All right. Cool. And that's it for entertainment news this week. All right, fellas, what did you watch?
I watched Mando, Man Flint, Blade, and Total Recall this week. Bit light on the movies this week. Been playing a lot of games. Actually got my hands on a PS5. Shout out to Vodafone.
How about you there, BD?
I didn't watch anything until like Thursday. Yeah, when I arrived in Melbourne. So me and Lachlan, we started watching Tokyo Ghoul, which is just pretty sick anime. It's so people have like grown up in the city in Tokyo, but there's these things called ghouls, something similar to a vampire, if you want to put it like that.
Oh yeah.
And this kid falls in love with this girl, and then she goes to take him home to do the deed. And then you find out she's a ghoul.
Oh, shit.
And then this massive accident happens before like she can kill him. And the paramedics don't know that she's a ghoul either. And he's all fucked up, like Scud in Blade 2, how they're like playing with his organs. And so they're like, take her organs and put it into him. And now he's half human, half ghoul.
Oh,
so he's in between and he doesn't know what to do. And so fucking the only thing he can eat is human. So he's just, I guess, going to be like the Dexter of like anime like that.
I'm the only one who can walk through both worlds.
I'm Clive Owen.
Jeez. Did you watch that, BD?
I watched The Green Mile. Which always hits, man.
It's
Green
too
Mile
fast.
just flies.
Too fast, man.
Pacing in that movie.
As soon as John Coffey arrives, the movie's nearly done.
Yeah.
Even though it's the start of that movie, that movie's done, because then you get Mr. Jingles and then you get the fucking unpack the what's his face. And then it's like, okay, I'm going to heal you now. I'm going to grab that dick. Pause.
Yeah, because as soon as
it's done.
Yeah. Because then they take him out. heal Hoggett's wife, and then the movie like
it's finished.
They got to electrocute him.
Like the Darabont knows how to like just move.
Yeah.
Just move, man. That's why I would have loved to seen Darabont actually do it.
Oh man. Darabont's It would have been fucking unbelievable.
His first chapter would have been 3 hours. His second chapter would have been 3 hours.
Yeah.
He would have used all those little pieces from the book.
If he had like an HBO Max series,
amazing.
It would be nuts. But it was funny. So you go, BD.
I was just gonna say, fucking the end of Green Mile always breaks. I know.
Yeah, big time. So
fuck, it hurts.
Same, man. I was just like big tears on it. But like I found that through the movie there was so many good men doing really bad things.
Yeah.
Like they're all really good men. All of them. David Morse is fucking unbelievable.
David Morse should have got the Oscar for that one.
He should have got the nom at least for supporting. But like he says a lot like with his eyes in that movie. But I found that the way that they portrayed John Coffey was like a child.
Yeah.
That innocence. And so when they kill him at the end, it was fucked up, man. Even the Scared of the Dark.
Yeah.
Fucked me all the way up. I watched Sound of Metal.
Oh.
The Riz Ahmed and Olivia Cook one. Man, this was good. This was insane.
Does Riz Ahmed get the Oscar this year?
I think Riz Ahmed needs to be in that conversation. Definitely needs to be in the conversation because he does a lot and it's more...
You're doing the most.
And it's not over the top dramatic.
Yeah.
Like he's doing it with a lot of internal sort of pressure applied. But like his acting in this movie is unbelievable. The story itself, because it's co-produced by Derek Cianfrance, who did Place Beyond the Pines.
Right.
He produced it.
It's got that look actually.
Yeah. It's really, really gritty. And the more you kind of you tone into the character, like it takes you places in terms of how he views the world and how he views sound.
Yep.
And where it leaves you is in this really, really like almost peaceful place. It was really, really, check it out. It's on Amazon. It's fucking unbelievable. It's 2 hours long and it's got some of the best performances all year. And the next movie that I watched was Mank. So I think Oldman's definitely up for the Oscar.
Again.
He was so good, man.
Man's already won one. Give somebody else a try, champion.
Let somebody else shine. Oldman killed this role. He was so good. Finch's direction is almost identical to a lot of Citizen Kane's camera movements, but also like they're very Fincherish. So you know how Fincher will do the whole camera pan where it's not like a slow pan. It'll be like here and then it'll just pan over really quickly, like when you see someone running past.
Like when it's like my brother as well.
Yeah.
in Social Network.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very much sort of like those movements, but funny enough, like Citizen Kane as well. Black and white photography is unbelievable. The script is really, really good.
On your TV.
It looked beautiful, man. It's so rich. For a black and white film, it's really, really rich.
Black and white with Dolby Vision.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Yeah, and all the performances were there. Tom Palfrey as well.
How was what's her face?
Amanda Seyfried?
Yeah.
Really good.
Wow.
Yeah, she plays this chick from Brooklyn. And then she's staying with William Randolph Hearst. But like it's the story of the control that studios were trying to exert back in the day and the power that they had. And that's where he kind of gets his basis for Citizen Kane, because now he's writing and incorporating a lot of the shit that kind of happened. That was so good.
Okay.
Really good. Check them shits out.
I will.
And the music, before I move on, that music by Atticus Ross and
so Trent did it again.
And Trent Reznor, it's fucking unbelievable. Like, it doesn't sound like Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross.
They usually don't.
But like, you know how in Ghoul with the dragon tattoo,
It's very
it felt like that.
yeah.
It was that industrialist, dirty kind of rock.
That?
He did a show.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Didn't he do Lovecraft Country? No, maybe not.
No, it's not Lovecraft. No, what did Fincher do after that? After Girl with Dragon Tattoo.
Mindhunter, wasn't it?
So he's just done TV since then.
Yeah.
Shit.
But Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross have done a few scores since then, I think, together. But yeah, it was unbelievable. Really good. Really, really good. And that's it for the week.
Then you watch Mando.
And I watched Mando as well. But we won't go into that until next week when we do the double bill with the finale as well.
Oh shit, is Mando finished next week?
Yeah, Mando's done next week.
Darn it.
All right. You can reach us on social media. Please like and subscribe on YouTube, where you can reach us at Logo Smith Media. We are Smoke and Mirrors is Rob, Dave, and Triz.
Our Melbourne correspondent.
Gang.
Love yourself and love movies.
And wash your ass Melbourne style.